In this video, we're going Greek, ancient Greek. Hi guys, I'm Mike back again, and in this video we are going to take a look at a relatively new game system, Mortal Gods, which is a skirmish game in ancient Greece. It's put out by Warbanner Games, who are now Dark Gate Games, I believe, and picked up the core box for £45. It retails for £50, and then the two starter kind of army sets, Sparta and Athens, or the Athenians, for £31.50 each, or £35 if you buy them at full retail. So I'm going to have a couple of videos where I unbox each one of these things. So we'll start off with the core game. So you can see it's a pretty hefty box, to be fair, and like I say, it's a skirmish game based in ancient Greece, and this set provides us with two balanced forces and all the rules, cards, dice and tokens you will need to lead your followers into the battles recounted in myth and legend. So that sounds pretty cool to me. I don't know if you're of a certain age like me, you'll remember growing up with things like Clash of the Titans and Jason and the Argonauts and that kind of Greek mythology and all that sort of stuff, which I really like, and this is an opportunity to play that sort of that narrative and that theme, you know, in your own home, as it were. So you get quite a bit. Looks like in this box for £45, you get 38 plastic Victrix ancient Greek miniatures with bases, and that breaks down into 16 mercenary hoplites, 8 unarmored hoplites, 8 peltasts, 6 slingers, and then you get 163 cards, including roster and phalanx cards, gifts, injuries and omens. And then you get the Mortal Gods Rulebook, 2 quick reference sheets, 43 activation markers, 20 white, 20 black and 3 red, 2 measuring sticks, 10 Mortal God dice, 15 damage dice, and 1 6-sided dice. So that seems not too bad for the money. So we'll have a look and see what we get. So get the shrink off, get the glare gone, and here we go. Like I say, blind unboxing. I've not opened this, and I was waiting to make a video actually to be able to show you all what you get in the box. So we'll start off with the, let's shift the camera down a bit, with the Mortal Gods Rulebook, which is quite small in fairness. So it is like a little stapled booklet basically. Gives you an introduction. So looks like there's about 30 pages of rules, and then page 30 onwards are scenarios. So we've got a bit of a breakdown there of some miniatures, an introduction. So quite a bit of introduction, so that's good. And then we've got game elements. So actually, rules wise, there aren't many really. It looks like breaks down what the cards do, the different symbols, the dice and the symbols on the dice, and preparing for battle, game rounds. There's a game round summary there, and then actions, end of the round, ending the game, dice rolls and what they mean, general rules, and then we get into battlefield terrain. So again, I mean, the sections are quite small actually, so hopefully pretty straightforward to pick up. What the cards mean, recruiting, scenarios, and that's it. Got a quick reference sheet on the back there, and then another quick reference sheet here. So yeah, so I think when it said there was 2 quick reference sheets included, you get one, and then there's one in the rulebook too. So that's the rulebook and the quick reference sheet. So that looks pretty cool. Then we've got activation markers. So you get a load of white markers, and you get A load of black markers, so 20 each of those, I believe. And then 3 red ones. Not sure what any of those things do. Then we get a stack of dice. So that's all the dice we were expecting there. 1 6-sided dice. And some red dice and some white die with different symbols. Then we get 2 Whomping Great stacks of cards. And we get some frames of miniatures. Have a look at those. And then some bits in the bottom there. And just some rogue parts there. So we get our measuring sticks here. And our bases. So things grouped in things of 3. And these triangular sections here so that you can rank them up. So that's pretty cool. We've got a missing couple of shields here off the sprues. And a head. Looks pretty nice actually. There we go, so there's those. And then we get, what are we supposed to get? So we're supposed to get 16 mercenary hoplites, 8 unarmoured hoplites, 8 peltasts, and 6 slingers. Again, no idea. So how many have we got on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 guys on there. And we get another, so I believe that is the same sprue. So that's 8 and 8. So they must be our mercenary hoplites. So we get 16 of those. And then we get 8 unarmoured hoplites. Are they the same? No, they are not the same. So 8 unarmoured hoplites and 8 peltasts and 6 slingers. So I'm guessing the slingers are the ones with the slingshots. So we've got 4 of them there. And what have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Not sure. 6 slingers, 8 peltasts. Yes. Have to have a look, I think, and see what I'm supposed to get. And then you get an armour, a metal miniature here too. So not sure what that's all about. He's not listed on there, but we shall find out. Anyway, so what have we got then? So we've got just trying to work out what I'm supposed to have and what I'm not supposed to have, really. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 mercenary hoplites. So they must be those. And then we got 8 unarmoured hoplites. So we got unarmoured hoplites and archers. And this one says peltasts and slingers. And this one says slingers. Oh, right, there we go. So they're actually labelled. That makes life much easier. And this one says these are mercenaries and mercenaries. There we go. So we've got 16 mercenaries. We've got, what are they? Unarmoured hoplites. 8 unarmoured hoplites. 8 peltasts. And only 4 slingers. I'm supposed to have 6 slingers, so it looks like I'm missing a sprue of slingers. I think that's the case. So I'll have to just check that out and see what's going on there. But apart from that, it's looking pretty good. So, okay, then we got a load of cards, so we'll have a look at those. Well, we just get stacks and stacks and stacks of cards. There we go, Mortal Gods, recruitment set. And yeah, there's loads and loads and loads of cards there. So recruitment set. So they're all recruitments. And these are gifts. So lots and lots of different cards there. Right then. Okay, so I'm going to just sort of get all this together and see what I'm... sort of get it processed in my head, and I'll come back to you in a sec. Okay guys, we're back, and I've had a look through absolutely everything from the core set, and I am missing a mini sprue of slingers, which is fine. I've well, it's not fine really, but I've emailed the manufacturer and they're going to send me another one out, so that's cool. So I was trying to get to grips with what I was missing and what I wasn't. So, but I've been looking, and the quality of the miniatures is really nice actually. Not ridiculous mold line wise. Nice amount of detail, but not a ridiculous amount of detail that you're going to be spending hours and hours and hours having to paint them to a sort of reasonable standard. So yeah, got me slingers, like I said before, got my peltasts, and well, there's slingers on here too actually, I think. But anyway, yeah, sort of javelin guys, peltasts, and we've got the what are these? The unarmored hoplites. And what else? And then we've got our armored hoplites. So yeah, so lots of options, different weapons and stuff. And the way it works, or it seems at least anyway, so I've had a look through the rule book. You've got your cards that correspond to well, that's probably not a very good example on that one. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got experienced hoplites, for example. So this, so you've got your symbols that denote whether they're leaders or whether they're companions. You've got then the symbol denoting whether they're armoured or whether they're not, whether they're heavy armour or light armour or they haven't got any armour. And then how they are kind of made up. So this one would be in a group of three individuals on a triangular base, for example. And to sort of converse that one, that would be a single miniature on its own base. And this would be 3 miniatures on a round base. Now the difference between the round base and the triangular base is that you can form up the triangular bases, so you can have like 3 lots of 3. But anyway, so you need to look at the cards to determine what you're going to build, because you use the cards to keep track and to manage your miniatures on the table, as it were. So when you're building up your miniatures, when you're building up your force, you need the cards to do that. So, but that's it. So anyway, I mean, it looks really good for 45 quid. And I've split all the cards out, so all these different types. So we've got different leaders up here. These are leaders, and then we've got all our companions. So there's leaders all up here, and then we've got all our companions. Different things you can make by using the sprued miniatures. So plenty to be getting on with, but not a ridiculous amount of things to kind of contend with, really. So yeah, so that's so that's Mortal Gods effectively. Like I say, we've got the Omen set, so we've got, you know, you can get these, you know, good things might happen. Where we got, so the Will of Zeus, for example. Do not defy the will of Zeus. The hero may not attack anyone while the Omen is in play. However, he gains +1 defense dice for this round. So, you know, for example, so you can gain these as you play the game. And then we've got, so they, what were they? Yeah, they're omens, and these are gifts. So different things happen along the way, and you can earn these cards to hamper you or to help you, or hamper or help your opponent. So there we go. So anyway, that's Mortal Gods for now. I'm gonna start building stuff up. Oh, I just got to grips with the metal miniature. So this will be a leader. He's gonna be in heavy armor, and he'll be a leader. You can either arm him with a little sword or a javelin, and he's got a scenic base here, so jumping off a pillar, and he's got a shield and a choice of 3 different heads, 2 helmeted and 1 bear. So any questions, queries, comments, let me know. I'm going to do some separate videos on the Sparta box set and the Athenian box set, and that'll be that. So that's it for this one, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.